Welcome everyone. So it's a blind visually impaired meeting for February. So it's a CNCF meeting. So it's you will need to be abide by the CNCF code of conduct. So in short, be respectful and kind of each other. So today we have our no new faces. Dave, you can connect to the agenda document. I put you in the attendee list to follow what I manage here for the project. And don't hesitate as well to add new topics if you want. So currently in the agenda, I have two topics. So first,
where is the agenda?
So let me copy the link. So on every merge forward groups Slack channels on top you have bookmarks, and in there you have the agenda bookmarks and
Got it.
Even as well put it on Slack, the link, direct link.
Yep, I just replied to the thread and dropped it there too.
More faster than me. So there I have two topics. So Community Hub Amsterdam. So the CFP was closed last Sunday, if I'm not wrong. So I submitted one that is named Designing Slides. You can't see, but still understand. And if you click on the link there, you will open the document. I just copy paste what I filled for the CFP. So basically, it was only a title and a short description for the sessions. So basically, these sessions will be managed during the community hub. At the community hub at KubeCon Amsterdam. So it's the dedicated room for everyone around the community. And Merge Forward is one sponsor of this room, and Google is the main sponsor for it. So as Merge Forward was a partner for this, we had to submit CFP to justify our partnership. So I don't know yet when the CFP will be reviewed. I didn't check that. Probably in couple days, because we have to prepare. And in the meantime, if you have any idea about this, if we are selected, I will be there to present, and probably I will need your help to manage to share the most as a kind during this session. For instance, how the screen reader can read a slide deck, and most slide deck nowadays have only pictures with no alt definition. So to demonstrate what blind or visually impaired people as an interface for slide presentation. I created as well a document to start the discussion about that. It is a link just afterwards in the agenda. Is there this document best practice for slides? Probably it's something we can manage to publish as the document we manage for Slack. If you remember, Ivan, we did it for that. I don't know what do you think about this initiative?
So I've got a quick question.
Yes.
As it relates to, you mentioned, how a screen reader interacts presenting slides. That sounds like the perspective is from the presenter as well, or is it so the presenter being visually impaired, as well as the slides being consumable in some way, which is not going to maybe be the case sitting in a room listening to a talk, but would be the case if the slides are made available beforehand or afterwards online. Is that so? Are we? Is this meant to cover both those cases?
So basically, the main idea was the second option you explained, but we can manage as well to explain the first one in the document. I don't know if we will be able to do so for the talk, but it's something we can do for the document, I guess.
And the only reason I asked about the first one is you mentioned something about a screen reader presenting slides, and so
Yeah, because I expect the slide being delivered beforehand the presentation. So it's one things we manage more and more now. Even the CNCF request the speaker to put their slide directly on skate.com.
got you. Okay.
So if the speaker did it, so that means that if you would like to check beforehand, is the practice I understood that you use usually to be sure you can follow the slides before the presentations.
Right.
And
Dave, you were going to say something too. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
yes, I will explain that during the presentation. First, you need to share your slide before your talk. So like that, people can manage to check your slide beforehand. And not only blind or visually impaired people, but as well anyone that would like to attend the sessions. If they are not sure about the content, they could just check the slides and see if the session is okay or not to attend. And it's beneficial for everyone. And then for the second option, I put some ideas I got to put the audience in the shoes of blind and visually impaired people. So first, close your eyes to see what you can't see anything. So you have only the speaker voice, and if you have the slide beforehand, you have only your screen reader to read the slides. So the content of the slide is important, and not only visually speaking, but as well for everyone to have a structured test. Most of the developers nowadays use tools for the code. The snippet is not the text, but a picture. I don't know if you noticed that, but there are some tools that instead of copy paste the text, they create an image with the text.
Yeah.
So it's not very relevant for you if you are using screen reader to go through the code they would like to share. So there was some idea I put on the document. I put the link on the agenda. So if you have any comments on it, and if we are selected for KubeCon, I would need some help for you, especially on the screen reader. What will be the output of a screen reader for a very bad slide to demonstrate the audience that is usually what blind visually impaired people manage to see the slides.
Yeah, we'll have to put some thought into how to present that in an effective way.
Yes.
Like maybe we show visually a slide so that there's some perspective, and then or show a slide visually after it's verbalized via a screen reader or something like that. We can figure that out.
Yes, could be great. And I would like as well to be interactive with the audience to check if they see some improvement of the slide I present to be more readable by screen reader or the way the presentation is done. Don't present the content as usual, but present. Do your talk. Be sure that when you change a slide, you verbalize the fact that you change a slide, or give the context.
Did you write that on here? Because
no, not yet.
I might have missed. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, like, it looks good from yes. Okay, yeah.
Right now.
That's the first thing that like came to my mind when looking through this. It's like it's good to obviously like design the slides to be accessible, but then like I'm not sure because I don't use a screen reader, but for someone who was, if they were going to follow along with the slides, like during the talk, that I think it could be easy to get lost if the speaker didn't have the idea that they need to like give those cues as well.
Yes,
So I think that would be a good addition.
Yes, so don't hesitate to put comment on that document as well. So it was only a first draft I put there
Yeah.
when I submitted the CFP. And if we are selected, I can have a talk. But anyway, this document can be a draft as well for documentation we can publish at community.cncf.io. We have there is a specific accessibility part on this website. We already published some document there, and we can put this one as well in the future if you agree to contribute to this. It will be a good addition for this.
My other thought would be that I guess it would be good to understand if that's how it would actually be used by users that were using a screen reader, like if they would follow along with it during the talk if it was available, or if they wouldn't. And would it be good to have part of the guide to the speakers to like to include more explanations about what's on the slide?
Yes, I think we need both, and we need
both.
to be clear. Yeah. We need to be clear about the audience, and there is something. There is open topic about that on merge forward level to reorganize the documentations by audience. Like you mentioned here, it would be interesting as a speaker to get directly to the documentation to write a great slide for everyone. And as well as blind people, how to manage to use Slack, to use screen reader beforehand, etc., to manage slides, etc. It's an open topic right now. Someone would like to help on this, but is still not moving fast. So we can continue to work in that way in this document. And as soon as we have reorganized the documentation structure that is currently published at community.cncf.io, we just have to copy paste this into Markdown on GitHub, and voila.
Yeah, I think Dave raises an interesting point, which is, if I can paraphrase a little bit or add to it, I guess is really what I'm about to do, is that we don't know how blind and visually impaired folks will use slides, and some may read them in real time during a talk, and some may you consult them at a completely unrelated time. Personally, if slides are available, I rarely look at them while the talk is happening. And my main reason for that is that I feel like I can look at the slides anytime, and I'm there primarily to get the anecdote from the speaker, the sort of extra pieces that the speaker is going to elaborate on outside of what's happening in slides, right? There's always valuable storytelling and things like that happen in a talk. That's something that you can't necessarily hear again. Obviously, the talks might be available on YouTube, but so I tend to choose, like, if I'm having a meeting at work, there's often slides, right? So maybe not even a conference talk. I will almost always look at the slides later, because even though I'm a pretty good multitasker, I've been completely blind my entire life, and I can certainly listen to a computer and listen to a human. There's always a little bit of divided attention that happens. And so I would rather, excuse me, I'd rather hear the person speaking in real time and be engaged and be present in the conversation. That's just my personal choice. But so I think we have to make sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
we can
it's
have
and
Alex to
I
know.
think like for I at least speaking from like everything I've learned throughout the years of like giving a presentation, like your slides should just be like the uh, like it is mostly about what you're saying and providing the explanations. But then I guess for the guide part of it, if you're providing a slide that has important information, to actually articulate that by speaking it, I think would be important, like from the guide point of view. If you're giving directions to them, similarly, like if there's an important image or something like that to give explanations about it. But and from my perspective, I like the idea of having the slides available ahead of time because I have low vision. So for me, if I was watching a talk, I could have it there just to have to magnify in front of me.
Definitely,
Which
it's
would be
the
helpful for me.
maximum
Yeah,
options that we want to have
yeah,
available. People to
exactly. All the
choose.
different options. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I do understand that like if you were following along with the screen reader, that would be a that would be a lot to listen
Right.
to that and to the speaker. Like that would be that could be tricky.
The other factor, and I realize I'm sort of discussing elements of the talk, but it's what we've been doing, so I'm assuming that this is okay for everybody. So the other factor that I think it's interesting is if you are using the slides in real time, whether you have some vision or not, it's going to be honestly a little bit disruptive for a speaker to say, slide 7, blah, 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 slide 8, more words, slide 9, even though that would be nice. And I completely agree with the importance of a person looking at local slides, of course, needing to know where we are in the presentation. But I wonder if maybe a good recommendation is sort of an in-between version of um, maybe every 5 slides or thereabouts, right? Say what slide number you're on, because you want to balance providing that information with not completely breaking the flow of the talk or various and sundry other things that I would imagine a lot of speakers uh, would feel is a little bit too disruptive. So I think it's reasonable to want to have some kind of balance there.
Yes, it's a good practice anyway to have milestone in your talk to get people reconnected, because you cannot
Yeah.
be attentive all along the talk.
Right.
So if you want to reconnect to the talk, the speaker should have this connection point to let people that was disconnected to reconnect on your talk. So anyway, the good practice is to have such touch point.
Right.
And
So like include occasional slide reference in,
yeah,
let's say, a transition. Now we're going to talk about what the graphs looked like for when we did this thing with Datadog. And for those following along at home, we're on slide 13. Like it's a probably natural enough opportunity for people to inject that.
yes, good point. So great. So basically, we can continue to work asynchronously on this if you are interested to do so. So this document was only a draft, so don't hesitate to comment or add any thought about slide presentation. Probably we can enrich it afterwards with other subgroup, because I know as well neurodiverse people have some recommendations for slides as well, to don't be too aggressive or such things. So we can discuss afterwards to see if we can aggregate as well other recommendations from other subgroup. So then the agenda is now with no other topics. Do you have something else in mind to discuss for this meeting, or topic we already discussed previously that I missed to put on the agenda? me check if something from the previous meeting, like.
I don't have anything else myself. How about you, Dave?
No, nothing else from my side.
No. Okay. So basically, KubeCon will be in the 23rd of March. So it's in 4 weeks now.
Yep.
So I guess we will get an answer from the CFP, the Community Hub CFP, probably in a couple of days. So probably somewhere next week, to let people prepare what they want. So if we are selected, I will ping you to have more feedback on the document. Otherwise, if we are not selected, we have time to continue to work asynchronously on this document and have a touch point at every monthly meeting to continue to discuss on it. Okay?
All right. Sounds good.
That's great.
Okay, so if we don't have any other topic, thank you for joining the meeting, and for all that are not there, don't hesitate as well to give feedback on this document, or as well the talk we can give to KubeCon at Community Hub. And see you next time, and have a nice weekend, and stay connected on the Blind Visually Impaired Slack channel. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See
Take
you.
care.